Raw drone footage is a goldmine of data, but manual analysis is far too slow. This technology transforms aerial video into high-definition land use maps instantly. The impact is in urban accountability. We can verify if cities are hitting green zone requirements or if concrete is taking over. It's also a blueprint for smart cities, balancing infrastructure with nature. This turns a simple flight into an actionable plan for a greener future.
If you enjoy our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe.
Hello everyone. In this project, we are going to turn raw drone footage into land use maps. We built a pipeline that instantly segments the buildings, greenery, roads, and farms. The real power here is in the city planning. Like we can use this to hold cities accountable. For instance, like checking if they are actually maintaining the green zone percentages as per the required by the law. It's also a game changer for the upcoming smart cities. Like we can analyze the current situation of the cities to perfectly plan that where infrastructure should go and where the nature should stay. It's a massive shortcut for the urban planner and environmentalist to build better and more sustainable cities. So this is the notebook for our project. So like I have already given you the overview about it. Like in this notebook, we will be demonstrating the end-to-end computer vision pipeline for automated land use and land cover using drone imagery, and the workflow utilizes the fine-tuned YOLO 11 segmentation model to automate identification of the urban and rural features from the aerial perspective. Like the real-world applications I have already talked about, like it can be used in the urban planning, the precision agriculture also, and for the environmental monitoring as well. And the key features in this project includes the high definition segmentation. We will be implementing the Retina Mask, which is a pixel perfect segmentation of the boundaries, and the optimized inference as it converts the real-time footage into the segmentations, and also it can with a high accuracy of 0.94 MEP, which is very good for this model. And to train your custom dataset, you can also visit the Labeler website, which provides easy annotation tool. Like you can just upload the images there and do the annotations on it, and later you can just download it in the CocoJSON format. So starting with the project, first you need to get clone this library of Labeler. It consists of several functions which we will be using in this project and which are essential for it. So just git clone this library. And first I show you the video dataset that I got for this project. So this is the dataset that I got. You can see here is the city, the buildings, roads, greenery, and there is a beach. And further you can see the another city as well. Like here is the greenery. Here comes the farms. The roads are here, and here are all the buildings. Similarly here as well, it is a mixture of the greenery and the urban population. So we will be segmenting and classifying all these. So the first step includes the random frame extraction method. So first of all, we will be cutting several frames from the video, which I showed you, and then we can perform the annotations on it. We'll be using this code to get the 100 frames, and we'll be using the get library, which we cloned earlier, and importing this function called extract random frames. And here is the dataset frames, and here we got all the frames of it. Now I just show you the annotation that I performed on the Labeler website. You can also simply perform there as well. So as you can see, all the annotations have been performed. You can see here comes the greenery area, and similarly here are the buildings, and these are roads. You can see the roads have been marked. Similarly, I have done for all the 100 images. Next, you can see here as well, like here is the greenery region mark, and here are the buildings. Similarly, here is the green region. It can give the accurate data that how many area is covered in the green region and how many area has been used by the humans. And here come the roads. Similarly, all the green region and the roads and the buildings have been marked. Now you can see here is the farm region. These all are the farms. So I have marked the farm region as well, which can help in the agriculture analysis as well. Similarly, here as well, you can see here is the beach region that I have marked, and here is the greenery region. Here comes our road, and here are the buildings that I have. Similarly, you can see all the 6 objects which I have marked across all the 100 frames. It is a very simple process. You can also try the Labeler platform to do your custom annotation. And later on, when your annotations have completed, you can just download the annotation in the CocoJSON format and then import that JSON file to the project folder. Like you can see, I have imported the JSON file that I got to here. Like as mentioned here as well, download the annotation from the Labeler. Now the next important step comes is the Coco to YOLO converter. We will be converting the CocoJSON file that we got from the Labeler website to the YOLO format. For this, we will be using the Git library which we cloned earlier and importing this function called Coco to YOLO converter. And we'll be setting the train ratio, validation ratio, and the test ratio. And here, as I said, the JSON path directory, which is here, and the input images are my dataset frames, and the output directory has saved as the data processed. So after running this code, you will convert the CocoJSON file to the YOLO format. And here's the YOLO dataset that I got. Like you can see the data, which consists of processed. It consists of two files like the labels and the images. Each images have the train and validation section, and similarly the labels as well, the train and validation. And here's my data.yml file for it. Now the next step includes the training of the YOLO model. So we have given the part of our data.yml file here, and we will be running this code for the about 100 epochs so that we get the good accuracy out of it. And you can also try some augmentation setting as well. Like I did some augmentation as well, like changing the degrees by 15 degrees, like flip it, like flip upside down, which train our model more diverse data set and increases the number of images that we train on. And after training, the best.pt file will be saved. Like you can see under the runs in the rates, the best.pt file is saved here. This is our custom trained model, which we'll be using to see the inference on the video. Now the next step includes the inference. Like we have already trained the model, the best.pt file we got as I shown, and now we just run the inference on the raw video. We'll be setting the confidence to be 0.4, and we'll be running this code to see the output that we got. As you can see, I have kept the confidence ratio to be 0.4, and I have given the path to my dataset, and here's my best.pt file. Now I'll just simply run this code and see the output that we got. So here's the output that we got. You can see the beach region has been marked. It's a bit light color, but you can see the region has been marked. And here's the greenery region, the park which was in the frame. And here's the road. And in the middle region as well, there was some green portion, so it is also marked. And here's all our buildings and the commercial sites which comes under the man-made construction have been marked here so that we can get a better clarity that how much percentage of region is occupied by which usage, like whether it's an urban usage or it's left for the greenery, to check the percentage of every city, like are they following the regulations or not. Similarly, in this clip as well, you can see the building region have been marked properly alongside the roads have been marked and the green region has been marked here. Also, the farms have been marked there. Similarly, here as well, all the things have been marked properly. So as you saw, the all the different classes that we perform the annotations on have been marked properly in the output video. All the farms, the beaches, greenery, and the buildings have been marked properly. It gives a better understanding to the developers of the new cities and the planners to check whether how the city should be planned and to give the mix of both urbanization and the greenery to follow the government regulations. So this was all for the project. I hope you like it, and you can also check other YouTube videos that Labeler posted, and always stay connected to the social media platforms. Thank you.
If you'd like to explore practical resources and hands-on examples, we've created a dedicated GitHub repository. It's filled with cookbooks covering computer vision, AI agents, and more. Link is in description.